I feel like we're camping.
A little bit.
Welcome to From Center Ice, the podcast. This is Courtney.
I'm Jacqueline.
And we are in a different spot today. We are actually on the floor underneath a comforter because we're in a house with all hardwood floors.
It's a little echoey.
It's a little echoey, so we're trying to prevent as much echo as we can by sitting underneath a comforter.
We made a fort for you guys.
Yes, and it's getting rather warm under here already.
Yes.
So you were smart and took your hoodie off.
You could have done that at the same time.
I could have, but I didn't really feel like it.
Well, now you're just going to be a sweaty mess.
I am. That's my typical state of being, is a sweaty mess. There's been a lot of hockey stuff this week. I feel like...
Surprisingly.
Hockey's like upside down, but before we get into that, if you want to get in touch with us, we have an email address, vfcenterice@gmail.com. You can follow us on Twitter at vfcentericepod or on Instagram at fromcentericepod. And if you could, please subscribe and rate our podcast on iTunes, even if you don't listen to us on there. It's really quick and easy. Just find us, hit the little stars, write a thing, you're good to go. And tell your friends about us so that everybody can listen, because yay.
Yay.
From Center Ice is a Rockford Buzz production. I also did not write another one for this.
No.
So I don't remember what I said last week, but...
Wing it. What do you do? What's your job? What is Rockford Buzz?
We spread positive news about the Rockford region. We have a mobile app on the Google Play and Apple App Stores where you can find a calendar of events, a local business directory, and positive news stories and videos about the greater Rockford area. So you can follow along on Facebook, rockfordbuzz.com, Instagram, or download the app. All the places. So, Don Cherry was fired.
Yes, he was. About time.
I can't believe it actually happened.
I wasn't expecting it.
Me
I really
either.
wasn't.
Me either, but it did.
Yeah.
It was kind of, I mean, he deserved it, but it was maybe one of the less egregious things he's done throughout his career, so I'm guessing they just decided it was just time.
It's just time.
It's just time. This was
There's been enough issues.
The final nail in the coffin. And so Don Cherry is gone. They had their first hockey night in Canada on Saturday without him.
How did that go?
I mean, Canada's still surviving, so I think they'll be okay.
All right.
There's a lot of people that are upset about it, but there were actually protests and stuff. Yeah. It's like, really? Come on now. And then in other bullshit news, there is a trend going on in Colorado. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it's all happening to one team, but
really
where
sucks.
Players have been taking pucks to the head during play, and they've been laying on the ice, and the refs just aren't blowing the whistle. They're not blowing the play dead.
How do you not blow it dead when there's somebody clearly severely injured on the ice?
I don't know, and I don't think that the rule should leave it up to the ref's discretion anymore. It needs to be just black and white. If you get nailed in the head with a puck,
straight up puck to the head,
play should be blown dead.
Yes.
If they really care about head injuries, which it doesn't seem like they do, even though they try to save face and say that they do, then you just need to make it black and white. If you get hit in the head with a puck, play's dead.
Right.
Doesn't matter who has possession.
No.
And it's crazy to me that it gets blown dead if your team gets possession.
I don't see the logic at all.
While the other team has possession and you can't defend and you're just writhing in pain on the ice, like, that doesn't make any sense.
None
if a
at
goalie's
all.
helmet falls off, they immediately blow the play dead. Why is that not the same thing?
There shouldn't be a difference there. I mean,
there shouldn't.
The goalie's job is to have pucks thrown at him, but... Like, you're out there defenseless.
Exactly,
There's
but
no reason.
These guys already have pucks hit them in the face.
Exactly.
It's not a given that the puck will hit a goalie in the face,
right.
And yet they blow it dead as soon as the helmet comes off.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous.
It's really dumb, and it's dangerous.
It
is.
And Matt Calvert's out indefinitely now.
Yep. Got nailed in the temple with a puck at point-blank range.
And he's just bleeding all over the ice. And the refs are like, nope, not seriously
Even
injured.
the other team, like the one that hit him, was like, hey, this guy's not okay. Like, blow it dead, blow it dead.
And then they got scored on on that play.
That goal can't feel
it's
good
bullshit.
for anybody.
No.
Like, nobody wants that. That's not a fair goal. Like,
no, the NHL needs to take a long, hard look at that in the off season, and it shouldn't even be that long and hard. No. It should be pretty cut and dry. But with this league, they'll be like, that's hockey for you. No. No. You need to blow the play dead, get the player off the ice as quick as you can, and make sure they're okay.
Yeah, get them medical attention.
Yeah, like what if he just died laying there on the ice?
Getting hit in the temple at point blank range with a puck could very easily do that.
Exactly.
That's not safe.
It's bullshit. And then we had a goalie fight.
Yeah, we did.
So Darcy Kemper went after Tkachuk.
Those are exciting.
What was it, Saturday night?
Yeah.
Saturday night in Arizona. I love goalie fights. I wish there were more of them.
Did you see Fleury went after Tkachuk, too?
I did. He gave him a nice little head rub.
Oh, yeah.
He's just getting it from all
the goalies.
Yep. So that was exciting. I really wish we had more goalie fights in the NHL.
Me too.
They just look like big, angry marshmallows.
I love it.
Me too. Speaking of goalies, Corey Schneider was put on waivers today by New Jersey.
That's a surprising one.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not doing well all around, but...
They're not, but it really seemed like from all reports in the offseason that Schneider was going to come back and be his old self. And I don't know, the guy just can't put it together. Too many injuries, being on a bad team for too long. I don't know. Just it all added up, and now he's going to go to the AHL if he's not claimed, which I can't see him being claimed at his cap hit. So.
Right.
Interesting times in New Jersey. I guess they're going to run with Mackenzie Blackwood and Louis Domingue.
Sure.
It's a good thing they made that trade with Tampa to get Domingue.
Yeah, he just got called up today, right?
He did. Yep. And then Ice Hogs news. So the Ice Hogs are on this trend of, like, winning every other game right now. They've been, like,
comfortable with it.
Win, lose, win, lose, win, lose. And I don't like it. I wish they would string together some wins. I guess it's better than stringing together a bunch of losses.
Which they're good at, usually.
They are.
So it's a step up from that.
It is. But it's better to get a string of wins going.
Yes.
They lost, what was it, Friday night to Grand Rapids. In Grand Rapids. Which was just an annoying game all around. It looked like we had tied the game, and then the officials called it off for being knocked down with a high stick. Right. So that was... I didn't even see the high stick. I didn't think it was batted in, but it must have been because there wasn't too much of an argument from the Ice Hog side. So, I don't know. So I think that was probably the turning point there. If we had tied the game, who knows what happens. But then they come back Saturday, and they just absolutely kill Grand Rapids at home. What was it, 5-2?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Something of that sort. Let me confirm that.
Yeah. Colin was in net on Friday, and then Kevin was in net on Saturday. And we didn't get to go to that game. We were in Chicago for a concert, but by all accounts, he played amazing. There were either 40 shots or close to 40 shots on goal.
Yeah, 2-5 was the same score Friday and Saturday, but we switched roles.
That's funny. Yeah, so thankfully they didn't come out of the weekend losing both games.
No, and we have a winning record now. It's 8-7.
Wow.
So that's exciting.
I don't know what happened, but I'll take it.
I will absolutely take it.
Yeah. And then this morning we got the news. Was it this morning or was it yesterday that Versteeg and the Ice Hogs mutually...
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yesterday.
They mutually decided to terminate his contract.
It was only a 1-year contract anyway.
Yeah, but it was...
It's a weird situation.
It is, because he came in for 1 year. He wanted to come back and help the younger guys out and see what else he had left in the tank. And then he was named captain.
Oh, yeah. What are we going to do there? Just keep the A's?
Don't have a captain again.
Damn it.
We finally had a captain, and now we don't again. And then he was injured, and then after injury, he just felt like he couldn't keep up with the younger guys and didn't want to take a spot from a prospect, and he wanted to go home to his family. And I get it.
Good for him for being proactive.
Yeah, it's like we said earlier this year with all these guys calling it quits and whatnot. Like, do it when you feel it's right. It's just a weird situation.
Go out on your own terms, but yes, very weird situation.
I kind of expected him just to stick around and stay with the team. I don't know. I've read a lot of people say he might start getting into broadcasting, which I could see that. Versteeg's got quite the personality on him.
Yeah, they asked him in one of the exit interviews if he was planning on coaching, and he immediately said no. Like, no hesitation. He said, nope, no.
That's funny.
But yeah, I could definitely see him in a broadcasting.
Yeah, I could see him going like the sharp and Burrish route and all that.
Exactly.
And if it's with Chicago, I wouldn't be surprised about that either.
No, not at all.
I'm kind of, I don't want to say I'm happy about it, but every time he was on the ice, he
wasn't impressive.
No, it just kind of upset me. I was like, really? We could have a younger guy playing instead. But I'm glad that he realized it himself.
Right.
And just decided to back away.
Yeah, that would have hurt if we had to bench him.
Oof.
Like,
yeah.
That would be
you never want to bench your captain.
Super insulting.
Yeah. So good luck to Steger on whatever he does next. Hopefully it's within the Blackhawks organization.
That would be great.
If not, then, well, hopefully he's happy wherever he goes.
Yes, that.
Yes. And then Dennis Gilbert was suspended for 2 games.
Was it for that hit that they posted?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was because of the interference call, which led to a fight. And I still don't know why he was suspended.
The suspension.
No, I clicked like the article that Ice Hogs posted and everything.
It was basically just their tweet.
Yeah, just he was suspended
for an interference
2
call.
games, and he won't play this weekend.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal is there.
Like, the hit was clean.
It was late, but it was clean. But that's why he got called for interference.
Right. I didn't think you could get suspended for interference.
Why the extra 2 games? Is it because of the fight?
It just seems unrelated.
It does. You would think they said suspended for fighting, but no, suspended for interference.
Yeah, I don't like that. The AHL needs to clear up why they're suspending players because I still never saw the hit that got Dylan Secura suspended.
Yeah, me either.
I don't understand.
They need to post videos like the NHL does. Like,
like clearly this is why they are suspended.
Yeah. It would just make sense. But
my foot is falling asleep.
Mine too. That's why I had to move. Sitting on the floor is not the most comfortable position, especially on a hardwood. But yeah, so Gilbert's not playing this weekend. I'm guessing we're going to see Boquist draw back into the lineup. I don't really know why he was scratched to begin with.
No, they're in Texas this next weekend, right? Yes.
Texas and
San Antonio.
Oh, so they're just in Texas.
Okay. Yes. It's a Texas trip.
Well, hopefully they do good without him, I guess. I'm glad that he's not suspended for a home game. That would suck. I like watching him play.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
He is fun to watch. And then speaking of captaincies, Taves got a goal last night.
Yeah, he did.
Finally. He has less goals on the season than Kirby Doc does.
Wow.
I know.
That's something.
That sure is something. So the Hawks have had 3 games since we recorded last. They had one against Vegas, Nashville, and Buffalo. Mm-hmm. And that Hawks and Vegas game was probably one of the best games I've seen out of the Hawks in years.
When was that?
Was it Tuesday?
Nope.
Thursday? Wednesday. Last Wednesday, the 13th. Yeah, that was one of the better games I've seen from them in years. They were just flying all over the ice. It was so fast-paced, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then Kane was doing stuff, and apparently he gives a fuck again.
That's great.
Yeah,
good job.
He's on a point streak again.
Yeah, like 9 games, right?
I believe so, yeah. And he's got 11 goals on the season now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where all this is coming from. And Kirby got his first multi-point game of his career against Vegas.
Yeah.
And he now has 2 goals in 2 games against them. So I think he likes playing Vegas.
Okay.
I'm going to enjoy it if he just keeps scoring goals every time we play Vegas. And then that game was before Boquist got sent back down because Murphy wasn't back yet. And he was up against Alex Tuck all night. And Tuck is a big dude, and he's really fast, but Boquist was holding his own.
That's exciting.
I was pretty impressed.
I like that.
Yeah, I saw the matchup, and I was like, uh-oh, this isn't going to be good. And Tuck was, if Vegas had won, he probably would have been the first star of the game. He was all over the ice, creating chances left and right. I was like, he's going to score. He's going to score. And he just didn't score.
Okay.
Like, what is happening? So that was exciting. And Crawford played in that one and got the win. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday night against Nashville, Lehner was back in net. And we missed this one, too, because, like I said, we were in Chicago for a concert. And Lehner finally got to get his redemption for that first game against Nashville.
Oh, my God. And did he do that?
Oh, my God. What did they... 7-2?
It was either 1 or 2. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was 2.
Yeah, because you were like, wait, who got... Yeah, 7-2.
They exploded.
Amazing.
I think Renee's comments after the last game really got them fired up.
Yeah, that had to be it.
Well, I mean,
he said it was one of the easiest shutouts of his career.
And it was. They were so bad. But Kane said they had to come out ready to play, and they were ready.
That.
They were ready. They put up 7 goals and chased Renee out of the net. So if that's not karma, I don't know what is.
I like that kind of team. Can we keep that energy?
Please?
Keep that energy.
Can we please keep that? Oh my gosh. I really wish we could have seen that game.
Me too.
But alas. We did not.
No.
But it was fun keeping up with the updates and whatnot. And then last night, they played Buffalo, and Crawford was back in net because back-to-backs. And now Corey is a perfect 11-0 when facing the Buffalo Sabres in his career. That's just an insane record.
Undefeated.
And they asked him about it in the post-game, and he kind of smiled and said he didn't want to say anything about it, really thinking back to Renee's comments.
Right?
I thought that was pretty funny. But Kirby got 2 goals last night.
Yeah, man, I really wish he would have got a hat trick.
Kane was trying so hard to get it to him in their last shift. He got a puck to him right on the doorstep that Kirby whacked at, but it didn't go in. And then Kirby took the puck around the net and tried to backhand it and roof it over the goalie, but it just went wide. So he had the chances, and it was so close to happening for him, but it just didn't go. It was so upsetting. I was really thinking he was going to get it.
I saw a tweet earlier today, and I liked it. So I'm going to go find that now. There it is. The number 3 pick, Kirby Dach, 9 points in 14 games, 0.64 PPG.
Oh my gosh.
Number 1 pick, Jack Hughes, 10 points in 19 games, 0.52 PPG. Number 2 pick, Capo Caco, 8 points in 16 games, 0.5 PPG. Number 4 through number 19 picks, not in the NHL. So Dach is leading out of this draft.
So we have the best player out of the draft, obviously.
Yes.
And
Kirby Dach.
I will finally concede that we took the best guy.
Hey.
And it was mostly a bit going... I was very upset on draft night when we didn't take the defenseman.
That was our first episode.
Wow. But once I saw Kirby in the prospects game, and then during the off season and preseason, and obviously he was injured, but just hearing from him and then seeing him when he finally got to play, I knew that he was a good player, but I was still going off of my bit of wanting Bo and Byram, and I'm sure he will be a good player for the Avs for years to come. But I am very excited about our Kirbs.
Yes.
And I am happy that we have him.
Me too.
This is why I am not the one who drafts players. And these guys make the big bucks to do so. But they also get to scout them a lot harder than I do. So
true.
You know. But yeah, he was all over the place last night. He was just taking over the game. He made Jack Eichel look silly on both of his goals. It was just amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't able to watch because my dad was watching the Bears game, which was not good. But but I was following along on Twitter, and all I was seeing was Kirby. I'm like, is there anybody else out there? Like, what's going on? I saw Gus got in a fight, and everything else was Kirby.
Yeah, Gus got in a fight. Taves got a goal. Kirby got 2 goals. It was a very strange night. And then, of course, Kane scored.
I was going to say
Buffalo.
It was Doc, Kane, Taves, right?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. And Saad was all over the place, too, but he was totally snake-bitten. He had a breakaway chance. He had 2 breakaway chances, and on one, he got the puck back and got it over to Taves, which was when he got his goal. But he's that guy's just doing everything but scoring this year. I don't know what's going on. He just cannot finish at all. But yeah, and I saw some opinions floating around on the internet that we should trade him, and I'm like,
Saw it?
Yeah. I'm like, hold on. He's been consistently one of the better players on the team this whole season.
Yeah.
Just because it's not showing up on the score sheet doesn't
Numbers aren't everything.
No, they're not.
God.
He's actually battling for the puck. He's forechecking and backchecking and playing solid defensively, and he's setting up other guys for goals. So if he was just doing nothing, I would agree, because that $6 million cap hit
is a lot.
And I've said previously that I would be fine with him going, but
he's playing well.
Yeah, the way he's playing so far this season is not okay. Even Seabrook looked okay last night. So I don't know what the team is doing lately, but somehow they've put something together.
Put a little gas in the tank, not just running on fumes anymore.
Something, I don't know. The first period of last night's game was so boring because both teams were on the second half of a back-to-back.
Right.
I was like, oh, if the whole game is like this, I'm going to fall asleep.
Oh, no.
But then once Kirby got the first goal, it seemed to open up a little bit. Oh, my goodness. And then, of course, Jack Eichel scored their only goal, so that's annoying. But Corey had another good game. I think he made 32 or 33 saves. So over the past... Let's see, he's 3-0-2 in his last 5 games played. So I would just like everybody who said that he was done and needs to retire to just shove it up their asses, because it's clearly not done. He's undefeated in regulation in his past 5 games and has like a 930 something save percentage to go along with that. So goodbye. Both of our goalies are playing out of their minds right now.
They're insane.
Especially with how the team is playing in front of them.
How many shots they're facing? Oh my God.
Last night was like a decent amount.
It was tame though, compared to the rest.
Compared to the rest of them. God. I don't know how they're doing it. And I don't know, maybe they like facing all those shots, getting all the work in, but something's got to give at some point. There's only so much your goaltenders can do.
It's not sustainable.
No, it's not sustainable at all. And the Ice Hogs are starting to do the same thing by giving up a bunch of shots again.
Are they?
I mean, Kevin's like stopped nearly 40 shots on Saturday. If it wasn't over 40, I can't remember the exact number.
But Kevin's been playing out of his mind too.
He really has.
Oh man, I love him.
He's definitely got to be the starting goaltender for Rockford going forward.
Hope so.
Yeah.
And I hate saying that.
I hate saying it too, but you got to play the hot hand, and Colin is not the hot hand right now.
He needs to figure it out. He
needs to figure something out. And
because I love him with my whole heart, and I need him to come back.
Yeah. I don't know what their plan is for Tompkins.
Send him the fuck down.
I know.
He's not doing anything wrong.
No, not at all. But they're just rotating him in as the backup.
3 goalies don't work.
The 3-goalie system is just confusing, and it's got to be confusing for them too.
It's just, as I've said before, it's not beneficial for anyone.
It's not.
I don't understand.
I don't understand either. I don't know where they think they're going with this. If they want to keep Tompkins, then they need to do something with Colin. And I don't want them to, but he's the weakest link here, because Tompkins and Kevin have been playing really well, and he just hasn't. And maybe it's all about a change of scenery. I don't know. He doesn't seem unhappy to be here, but maybe he is. We'll never know, because he's always happy and smiling no matter what's going on. So I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, because he has a bobblehead this season, and you know, the curse of the bobblehead and all.
Chris Versteeg had a bobblehead this season.
Yep.
And now he's not even on our team.
Haven't even given it away yet.
No.
So. And a Versteeg's, what was it? A hat?
Maybe.
Yeah, the designer hats.
Yeah.
That we still don't know.
We still don't know what it looks like, yeah.
So, I don't know. I really hate the 3-goalie system. It doesn't make any sense to keep 3 goalies on your active roster when you can only play 2 per night.
Right.
They just keep rotating their backup.
Which, again, doesn't benefit anyone. It's so dumb.
It's silly.
Dumb.
Yeah. So we'll see, I guess. I don't think anything is imminent, because they just seem pleased as punch to be going with this 3-goalie system.
For the past 2 years.
Right. I don't know. But they need to shore things up defensively and not let so many shots get through.
Yeah.
That would be good.
I miss them. I feel like it's been weeks since we've seen them.
I know. Well, you saw them last week.
Did I?
Yeah, that Friday game that I wasn't at.
It's still been a week and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, the schedule this month is really strange because we don't see them again till the 29th.
Damn, that is the game, huh?
Yeah.
It's the day after Thanksgiving.
Sure is. And I think they're home on the 30th, too.
They are.
Yes.
Grand Rapids.
Yep,
Play
Chicago and Grand
on,
Rapids. Yep. So we don't get to see them till the end of the month, unfortunately. But hopefully they do well this weekend. Be watching from home.
We're seeing the Spell Canvas on December 3rd?
We are, yeah.
Oh. Well, we're missing another home game for that.
Oh, goodness.
Manitoba.
Everything is happening when there's home games, apparently. Every time I buy a ticket for something, it's when there's a home game. But I'm pretty sure I bought all of these before the season even started. So things are trending up in this organization's land.
Yes.
I don't feel like I have anything to go on a rant about this week.
Well, that's always good. That
It
means
is.
things are tame-ish.
Yeah, but it's mostly just because the Blackhawks have been winning.
Well.
Like, I give the Ice Hogs a lot of extra slack because they're still developing and they're still young.
Right.
So it's when the Blackhawks lose, and lose badly, that I have a lot to complain about.
That's fair.
But they've won 4 straight, so I don't have anything to complain about, because how do you complain over a 4-game winning streak?
Yeah, you can't really do
Especially
that.
when Kirby's just lighting it up and has a 5-game point streak going himself.
That's exciting.
I'm almost annoyed that I have nothing to complain about.
No.
So they play again, I want to say, tomorrow against Carolina.
The Hawks?
Yes. So Dahan
Yeah,
gets
they
to
do.
face his old team.
Mm-hmm.
So that should be exciting. Hopefully he plays well. The only goal against last night
I was going to say that was his giveaway.
It
wasn't
sure was. It was a nice... It kind of looked like the shorthanded goal that Mutri scored on Saturday. That cheap little backhand that didn't actually go to anybody except the other team and just walked in and scored. So maybe that was karma for the Ice Hogs getting a goal like that. But
I don't know.
That's
But that
really,
was a bad one.
That's really the only bad play I can think of that Dahan's had all season.
Right.
Though. So
Yeah.
in a victory, I'll give it to him, whatever. It was the third period anyways, so he's been solid like I knew he would be. So I'm a big Calvin Dahan fan. He got his first goal, I want to say, when was that? Was that Vegas? Maybe it was Vegas. But he got his first goal of the season, so that was exciting.
Yeah.
Happy for him. So we can only hope that things continue to trend up
We always hope
in
that.
Ice Hogs and Blackhawks land. Well, yeah, except for last season when I wanted them to tank and get a better draft pick, which we ended up getting lucky,
Yeah, we did.
getting a lottery pick,
Real lucky.
and ended up with Kirbs.
Kirby Doc.
Yeah. Is there anything else you have to add this
No,
week?
I think we kind of covered
I
everything.
think so. It's
I
been
don't
pretty
feel like-
boring because
yeah,
they've been doing
I
well.
was going to say, I don't feel like we've been talking for that long.
I know, but we also
covered
haven't
it
been
all.
to any Ice Hogs home games in
That's
the last
true.
week.
So there's only so much we can go off
Yeah.
of.
So our teams are doing well. We hope it continues.
Yes.
And until next week, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.